Hello guys and welcome to the video. Today I'm going to be going over your guys' anime hot takes. I went through my whole community tab asking you guys for hot takes and you guys gave me a bunch thanks to my boy Sake. If you guys want to, go subscribe to my boy Sake and let's get on to the anime hot takes. Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood is a solid 7.5 at best. Now this is a really hot take because of how popular Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood is. Is basically one of the most rated anime on my anime list, and the fans legit will not let that anime even get near the top 10 or even further down than it already is. For this opinion, I'm kind of half and half. When it comes to popular series that you have to give your opinion on, Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood seems like the only anime that really doesn't get that much hate. I think people hate the original Fullmetal Alchemist because it didn't really follow the original manga and it went into a whole different story. So that's why I think that gets more crap than the Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. In my general opinion, I think Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood is a masterpiece. And I got a chance to rewatch it not too long ago, and it still holds up to this day. And I get this opinion because, you know, not everything that you think is a masterpiece, other people will think the same. And a 7.5 ain't really a worse score realistically, because you're not really saying it's a horrible anime. It's just that you think it's good, but it's not the masterpiece people make it out to be. And I understand that because there's a lot of animes that I think that are just good and that's really it. It's just a good watch, nothing crazy. So this opinion is hot, but I kind of half agree with it. So yeah, thank you for your hot take. Another hot take here, Yu Yu Hakusho is Togashi's best work. And I gotta say, I'm kind of half on half in this. As someone who really loves Yu Yu Hakusho, I kind of agree, but I also kind of disagree. The reason why I think I kind of disagree is because if the last arc of Yu Yu Hakusho wasn't so rushed, I think that would have been his best work. To be honest, I think Hunter x Hunter is going to be one of his best works, in my general opinion, because of the fact that he could expand on something that he couldn't do in Yu Yu Hakusho onto Hunter x Hunter. And to be completely honest, I do love Yu Yu Hakusho. I think I prefer Yu Yu Hakusho over Hunter x Hunter, in my opinion, like I said. But yeah, I think that Hunter x Hunter is going to be his best work once he starts continuing doing that. And yeah, thank you for your hot take. Okay, we got a few hot takes right here. Animation quality isn't important. I'm kind of half and half on that, mainly because I don't really look at animation as much in an anime. I just look at the story. If your anime has only animation going for it and nothing else, and I don't really care for it, but I understand why people care about the animation. It's anime. I'd rather not look at an anime that looks like X-Arms, to be honest. Yeah, this take I get, but I kind of agree that animation isn't as important, because for me, there's a lot of animes that are my favorite that doesn't have that crazy animation. As long as your story is appealing, for me, I generally do not care, because yes, I am watching it for the animation and all that stuff, but the story is what brings you in, not the animation, in my opinion. But yeah, I'm half and half agree with it. I mainly stick on like I don't really care about animation because of the fact that I kind of look at the animators doing it, especially the stuff they have to go through making the anime. They don't really get breaks and all that other stuff. So that's my kind of reason why I don't really care about animation that much in an anime, where the story is where I really care about. Another one, Mushoku Tensei is ruined by its MC. Mushoku Tensei was definitely an anime that I was really liking. I'm not a real big fan of isekai anime because of the fact it seems like they're just doing it over and over and over again. They kind of need that anime to where, oh, it does something different. And I thought Mushoku Tensei was going to do something different for the isekai genre, but I guess I was wrong. Rudeus as a character for me is ruined by the fact that he knows about his past life, which is a routine in isekai anime. They have to know about their past life. They can't really escape their past life because, you know. But for me, the things he does in the series would be understandable if he didn't know about his past life. And I get people don't like him because he's a perv, and I get that. The second season of Mutosa Tensei was just like, I didn't like watching it, to be honest. Put it down in the comments down below if you think differently. But yeah, Mutosa Tensei was definitely not the main MC, just how the story went at the end of like season 2, part 1, whatever part it was. But yeah, I kind of agree with this, but I also think it was just the story in general. The first season was just good because of the world building. Even though I said in the other take that the animation was freaking good in that in the first season too. And yeah, Naruto is not a underdog. And this take, I kind of agree with this take, because to be honest, the underdog of Naruto in general, I thought it was Rock Lee. And you guys can put in the comments if you think my take is crazy or not. But Rock Lee is a crazy example of someone who doesn't do ninjutsu, and he almost beat Sasuke, who had the Sharingan in the original Naruto. I guess you could say Naruto part 1. He's a big example of being the underdog. Like, legit, he doesn't have ninjutsu. I guess he doesn't have the backstory Naruto has, where Naruto is an orphan. But the thing is, like, Naruto was technically the son of the 4th Hokage, and he totally gets through just because he's the freaking main character of the story. Like, when I first watched him against Neji, I fully believe that Neji should have just beat the heck out of him, mainly because of the fact that freaking Naruto legit is nowhere near Neji's level when it comes to combat. And the only reason he kind of won because of the fact that he had the second chakra there. So yeah, he just goes based off plot armor. And for this, is like a main character being an underdog is kind of a discussion I would like to have in the comments, because is he really an underdog if we know he's going to win? And I get in their universe, maybe they could be considered the underdog, but to us, it's like, oh, he's going to win because he's the main character. But yeah, this conversation is really interesting. If you guys want to have it down in the comments down below with me, comment what you guys think of this take and just tag the time in the video and I'll probably see it. Erwin should have been revived. And for this take, I don't really know much about Attack on Titan. Well, I've watched all of Attack on Titan to catch up to season 4, but my knowledge of Attack on Titan is a little bit airy, so don't go too hard on me if I get certain things wrong. But this take is like, I get why he should have been revived, because he was the leader of the whole thing. Everyone followed behind him. Armin was technically just a soldier that could have been replaced easily, but he was part of the 3 main people in Attack on Titan, so it makes sense why they kept him alive. But also, it would have been a really interesting story if they did revived him, because the whole war thing could have been a totally different landscape if he was alive. So this take is interesting, and I really hope they do a sequel to where we can see what ifs in anime. I think they should start doing that, in my opinion. It's like different what ifs in different scenarios in anime. And yeah, thank you for your hot take. Haikyuu is by far the best anime manga ever. Series like Bullock, Slam Dunk, KMB, I think that's Kuroko Basket, Ippo, etc. may be good, but none of them get remotely close to Haikyuu. But also, both Tokyo Ghoul and Hunter x Hunter is better than Attack on Titan. Let me circle back to the first hot take. As a freaking glazer of Haikyuu, I'm supposed to agree with your take because I love Haikyuu. It's a lot of things in Haikyuu that freaking makes me excited to watch more of it. But to say it's better than all those animes is basically suggestive. I have not watched Blue Lock, I have not watched Slam Dunk, I have not watched Kuroko Basket, or I watched a little bit of Ippo. But if I watch more Ippo, I think it'll probably overtake Haikyuu in my enjoyment of sports anime, to say. But yeah, it's basically up to you if you think that Haikyuu is the best sports anime. To be honest, I have not watched any of the ones you just listed except for Ippo, but I half and half agree. I love Haikyuu, but I don't kind of agree with it. Also, for the second hot take, Tokyo Ghoul and Hunter x Hunter being better than Attack on Titan. Tokyo Ghoul, I don't really know. I haven't watched Tokyo Ghoul in a while. It's been a while since I watched anything close to Tokyo Ghoul. I watched the first season of Tokyo Ghoul. I thought it was good. A few other seasons, not too good. Hunter x Hunter and Attack on Titan are pretty much the same when it comes to how good they are. I don't place one above the other. I think I enjoy both of them. I just don't think Tokyo Ghoul is better than Attack on Titan. Maybe you think that, and I get I'm asking for hot takes, so I'm glad you gave me one. But yeah, I don't think Tokyo Ghoul is better than Attack on Titan in my opinion. And yeah, thank you for your hot take. Another hot take: rewatching One Piece makes it unbearable to watch. Don't get me wrong, I love watching One Piece. Watching it the first time, I had a great time seeing Luffy's journey, but when rewatching it with a friend, I get so bored of the stretched out scenes. Now, this take is really interesting because of the fact that I actually got a chance to kind of rewatch One Piece over, and I kind of enjoyed watching it over again because there's a lot of things that I still enjoy watching from One Piece, but I understand, especially the fact that One Piece is a really long series, and I feel like if you rewatch it, you feel like it feels so long because when you first watch One Piece, you're just next episode. But when you rewatch it, it just feels so slow. And there's certain animes that I've watched that just feel so slow rewatching it for some weird reason. But yeah, I could totally get this opinion. I think it's just different for certain people, but yeah, I kind of agree because I had this feeling with certain other animes, but certain other animes I don't feel that way, that it feels unbearable to rewatch. But yeah, I kind of get this. So yeah, thank you for your hot take. One Piece doesn't get good until Alabasta. You gotta thug it out. Oh gosh, I'm gonna be honest, I do not get this, oh, it doesn't get good until this part, because how the heck are you guys watching that crap until it gets good? I don't get it. Why didn't you just turn it off at that point? I never understood, One Piece gets good after this part. I'm like, and I'm not crapping on this hot take at all. I just don't get this whole sentiment of it only gets good at this part. That's like freaking going to the movies and you sit down, you watch this whole part and you want to get excited until like the last part of the movie. At that point, just freaking leave the movie at that point. I don't get this. Also, it doesn't. I just don't get when people say this. Like, it gets good after a certain point. Like, how is that even possible? Like, why do you continue watching if it only gets good at a certain point? I appreciate your dedication, but goodness gracious, I just don't get when people say this. But yeah, the other hot take is Naruto OG is pretty boring. Oh gosh, this take. Naruto OG gets boring. Like, are we talking about the Naruto that had the freaking Chunin exam? Same anime that had the freaking Naruto and Sasuke first fight, which I'm gonna say is way better than their last fight in Shippuden. I will stick on that until I die. Yeah, Naruto being OG being boring. This is a take that a lot of people may not agree. I think the original Naruto OG is better than Shippuden. I think I enjoyed the original Naruto way better than Shippuden. Yeah, that's my hot take. I'm probably gonna get crap in the comments, but yeah, the OG being boring. Yeah, this is definitely a hot take, and it got me heated. But yeah, thank you for your hot take. You're really heated hot take. But yeah, thank you for your hot take. Compared to One Piece, Naruto, and Dragon Ball Z, Bleach will always be the worst due to lackluster fights, annoying character interactions, and boring main cast, although the music and the character designs carry it. And wow, this take is a heavy hitter of a take. For Bleach, in my opinion, I haven't watched a lot of Bleach to even like give my opinion on the series. I only really got to the Soul Society arc, and that's really my only interaction with Bleach. And no, I did not drop it. It just freaking, I had other stuff to do, like watch different animes. I stopped at that arc because I thought it was a perfect time to stop watching it. I don't think it's the worst. And I mean, this whole thing about like it being the worst can obviously be pushed on the other 3 animes you listed. People probably have the same opinion about One Piece, Naruto, and Dragon Ball Z. Though it being the worst is like, I guess if you just don't like Bleach, you just don't like Bleach. I don't really hate Bleach. I'm gonna give my like honest opinion. I think Bleach seems like out of the 3 anime, if I had a choice to watch One Piece, Naruto, and Dragon Ball Z over Bleach, I'll definitely watch the 3 other ones. Mainly because I find more enjoyment watching the other 3, but it might change if I watch Bleach a little bit more. But I don't think it's the worst. I think it's just based off opinion. And I'm not saying your opinion is wrong. I'm not saying it's right. It's just a really hot take. And for me to answer this take, I would probably need to watch Bleach a little bit more. But watching Bleach up to the Soul Society arc, I think it's going to be an interesting watch. And I don't think it's the worst in my opinion. But yeah, thank you for your hot take. Phantom Blood is not only the best part of JoJo Bizarre Adventure, but it's also the best Joestar, Jonathan. The best part of JoJo, as someone who's watched 1 and 2, it definitely beats part 2 in my general opinion. And the best Joestar being Jonathan, I think he's definitely going to be the best Joestar. Like I said, I think part 1 is way better than part 2. I had this like conversation with my brother. I asked him because he's a big freaking JoJo fan, and I asked him what parts like rank the best JoJo parts, like top to bottom, and he gave part 1 the lowest. So it's like, I guess it's different from everybody else, but I already know that I think part 1 going into more JoJo is definitely gonna be my favorite. Dragon Ball GT is underrated. Not only did it bring a darker perspective into the series, but it also provided deep emotional moments and also the best Saiyan transformation. And I never got the GT hate, and I kind of understand the hate when Daima came out because they turned into freaking kids and everyone seemed to lose interest in like the whole shenanigans, and they just wanted everyone to wanted to see grown up Goku basically. And I feel like people just give GT too much crap, and I saw that with Daima because I have not watched Daima at all, but honestly I'm gonna be honest, just basically GT but in a modern day GT. But you could kind of see the criticism that GT got compared to Daima, because a lot of people don't like the fact that they're children, etc., and I get that, right? And they obviously there to see adult Goku. And yeah, I just think GT gets too much crap. I actually did enjoy it when I was watching it. It was alright. I mean, it wasn't crazy, but I think it's alright, and it gets too much crap. Once the villain's face revealed in Monster, no spoilers, the manga becomes a uninteresting cat and mouse chase. Thank you for your hot take too. I kinda agree and I kinda disagree, because as much as I've not watched all the way of Monster, when they reveal who the killer is, I kinda agree. I watched a little bit of the anime. I need to continue watching it, but once they reveal who the killer is, I feel like it shouldn't take 75. I don't know how many episodes Monster is. I might put it on screen. It shouldn't take 75 episodes to catch him basically. But I get why they do it. Kind of puts you in that whole thing where, is he gonna catch him? Is he not gonna catch him? What's gonna happen? It's just the intrigue of it basically. To see what happens at the end, to keep you at the end of your seat. But yeah, I kind of agree. Watching a few episodes of Monster, I kind of agree. I'm like, did it really need this many episodes just to even get to the reveal or get the killer? But yeah, thank you for your hot take. Mob Psycho anime is the most perfect adaptation of a manga ever. From the animation, the voice acting, the pacing, literally no flaws at all. Just looking at the main animation production team and the famous animators who have worked on different episodes, you could tell it was a series that was given the utmost care and attention. And as a Mob Psycho fan, I totally freaking agree. This take is the best take ever. As in flaws, I think the only flaw was season 3, to be honest. And I get people probably not gonna agree with me on this. But I've grown to appreciate season 3 of Mob Psycho, but it wasn't my favorite. I think that's the only flaw when it comes to Mob Psycho as a whole. But yeah, I totally freaking agree. The storytelling, hell, the animation, even though I not too long ago just harped about how animation is not important, but the story of Mob Psycho is so important, and it just makes you come back for more, definitely. And yeah, this take is not hot, it's just lukewarm that has nothing wrong with it. Thank you for your amazing take. So my boy Sake gave me a hot take. He gave me 3, but the one I really want to talk about is the second one. This one is more towards the people a bit deeper into anime like us, acting high and mighty because you love so many absurd anime and hate on the popular series as if they aren't popular for a reason 99 of the time, when in fact majority of the underrated shows you claim are way worse than them. And to set the scale of popular, let's just say Dragon Ball Z at the top, Gurren Lagann in the middle, and Kill la Kill at the bottom of the scale. Now, as someone who's watched a lot of anime, I think people should stop the whole, oh, I watch so many animes, so I'm better than you, and this series is better than this popular series. First of all, you guys need to stop comparing animes, man. And just because a show is underrated doesn't mean it's better than anything popular. I hate that sentiment, because all you're doing is showing how elite you are, and it's like you can't be at this top of the freaking food chain, man. While y'all watching JJK, Dragon Ball Z, Naruto, Solo Leveling, all those animes, I'm sitting here watching Nagatoro, I'm watching My Girlfriend is a Gal. All those animes, compared to those, are masterpieces. It's like, for me, it's kind of weird, and it's like the elitist way of saying like you're better than everybody. Like, the elitist thing in the anime community is so stupid. We all watch different things, man. You could probably say the same thing as the people who just watch the popular series, who think that like it's the best thing while just only watching the popular series. And I get that kind of argument, but like, it's just showing how elitist you are. And bro, we all watch a certain amount of anime. Who cares? Not every underrated anime is better than a popular one. And like Sake said, there's a reason why it's freaking popular, bro. There's a reason why it's popular. Who cares, bro? I just don't like people who just crap on the popular stuff, mainly because they want to be different. Like, for me, I don't crap on popular stuff. I just wait until it doesn't get popular, then I watch it. Because for me, I like watching stuff that doesn't have that much hype left, and I could probably be called an elitist in a sense, but it's like, I don't just sit down and just crap on it, bro. I gotta watch the thing in order to crap on it, to be honest. Yeah, and if it's not interesting to me, I just don't watch it. I don't crap on it, bro. Who cares? Anime's anime. We all love anime, and that's really it. But anyway, this is the end of the video. If I did not get to your hot take, I'll definitely make a part 2 of this. Thank you for everyone who put the hot takes in the community tab. Thank you, Sake, for getting the people to give me hot takes. Means a lot. Yeah, if you guys like this video, make sure you guys like, subscribe, comment down below your hot takes to be part of the part 2 version of this whole video. Yeah, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.